at the Panther Framework 602 Crate Sprint Cars as they're lined up and ready to go here next. Drivers making their way out onto the racetrack. Of course, for those of you new to sprint car racing, these cars, much like their 360 cousins, except they do have crate motors in these cars, much like the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman has. Drivers are all fired up and ready to go. We'll give it a starting lineup here in just a moment. Crate Sprint Car Heat winners this year. Of course, Josh Verne Jr. and Andrew Hennessy each have 2 apiece. Bruno Richard and Tucker Donath each with a couple of heat wins this year. As Bruno Richard will lead the way in heat race number 1 in the 88, along with the 30 of Ken Klinkowsky. Michael Cousins inside row 2 in the 73 with the Z28 of Tucker Donath. Row 3, Andrew Hennessy in the 87 of last week's winner, or the winner from back on August 11th. That's the 271 of Tiger Chapman. And back there by himself in row number 4, we can pretty much say he's the 2023 track champion in the Panther Frameworks Crate Sprint Cars.
Number 1 is number 1.
Green lights are on, and we are off and running, and Bruno Richard wasting no time going to the head of the class as Michael Cousins in the 73, Kenny Klinkowsky there for 3rd, Tucker Donath 4th as they working off on turn number 4 and across the line. Lap number 1 goes up on the leaderboard, and Bruno Richard looking good early on here, but Cousins right there with him in 2nd. Josh Verne Jr. and Andrew Hennessy trying to move towards the front of the field. Andrew Hennessy ran the Action Sprint Tour West Series race last weekend at the Maryville Speedway and had an amazing run to come home in position number 2 at the checkered flag behind Mike Bowman. Right now he's trying to get up into the top 5. He gets around Kenny Klinkowsky into turn number 1 and 2. Josh Verne Jr. looking for room to go as well. But right now it's all about Bruno Richard. He leads the way. Mike Cousins right there with him as they working off on turn number 4. Cousins trying to pull even turns with him off of corner number 4 and across the line. 3 down, 3 more to go. And Richard right there on that outside lane. Michael Cousins looking good on the bottom as they're working off a turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Another gap of 7 car lengths back to Tucker Donath in 3rd. Andrew Hennessy has jumped to 4th with Verne up to 5th right now. Drag race to the line for the lead with 2 laps left to go. Cousins on the inside lane. Bruno Richard up on that outside lane. Up off of corner number 2. Michael Cousins takes over the spot down the back straightaway. Cousins looking for his first ever heat win in a sprint car as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is in the air this time by. Final trip around the Can-Am Speedway for Michael Cousins. Bruno Richard there for 2nd. Tucker Donath 3rd. Battle is on for 4th right now between Andrew Hennessy and Josh Verne Jr. And Verne will take the spot down the back straightaway. Checkered flag is out. Checkered flag waving. And Michael Cousins can finally add his name to the list of heat winners at Can-Am. Mike Cousins to victory lane. He's a happy guy inside that race car. Had the fist pumping as he crossed the checkered flag. Bruno Richard, Tucker Donath, Josh Verne Jr., Andrew Hennessy, Kenny Klinkowsky, and Tiger Chapman will complete the rest of your field. What a job of driving there for Michael Cousins. He has worked hard to get to this point in his career, and he finally got it done. He was a happy guy when he came across into victory lane. He had the fist.